ain't no hiding this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding, it's just the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time efficient. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones had to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no hiding this.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Love's throw into the hands of Fant. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down by Noah Fant. And you're reminded watching him play that he's one of the most athletic tight ends we saw coming out of college in recent years. Every route and every catch can be turned into a bigger play with what he can do as an athlete in the open field. A nice big play from him there for the first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Throwing. Love. He's got his tight end Fant. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Tracy Walker in on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play fake. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks. Setting the tone there, one in the opening drive.
It sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but I'm sorry. Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Let's go. First down, Seahawks.
First down, going to the air with Love. It's caught. Lockett. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game. It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
To the air again, Love. Throw out wide to Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Love. And quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run, Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Myers' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
On play action. Love to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at the 33. Powers through him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the back.
His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 9, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats, CD, it shows us he covered better than 20 yards after the initial contact was made. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Goal. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And in for the Lions, touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Love, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Love looking to throw it. This complete to Lockett. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play action this time with Love. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 yards that time for number 14.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The final shot before break here. Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
It's 3rd and 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Off the play fake, Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Swift will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
From the 29, Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Love. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a man who moved up the depth chart with the retirement of Chris Carson. Here's Rashad Penny. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Love. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. This one goes underneath to Walker. He'll get it inside the 20. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nailing over 20 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There on the tackle, Amani Oruwariye.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Like, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Love now on 2nd down. He completes this to Walker. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. This drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And this play doesn't work at all as he's going to be marked down behind the line after the dive. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Myers' kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Goff now to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a pretty play to come out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Lions punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Love, they go play action now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. They'll lock it with the grab over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2. Love with it. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Straight ahead, Walker. The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a run with Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend, because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
They'll give it up to the big man, Walker. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock, different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Cairns,